Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mubashira and I'm from English Education Class A. And now I'm going to present a material about computer-assisted language learning. Alright, so the first one here is history of call. Computer have been used for language teaching ever since the 1980s. According to Saucer and Haley, this 40-year period can be divided into three main stages. The first one is behaviorist call, communicative call, and integrative call. Each stage corresponds to a certain level of technology and certain pedagogical theories. In the 1980s and 1970s, the first form of computer-assisted language learning featured repetitive language drills, the so-called drill and practice method. So here, in the 1980s and 1970s, the first form of computer-assisted language learning featured repetitive language drill, the so-called practice method. It was based on the behaviorist learning model, and as such, the computer was viewed as little more than a mechanical tutor that never grew tired. It was mainly used for extensive drills, explicit grammar instruction, and translation tests. Communicative call emerged in the 1970s and 1980s as a reaction to the behaviorist approach to language learning. Proponents of communicative call rejected behaviorist approaches at both the theoretical and pedagogical level. They stressed that call should focus more on using forms rather than on the forms themselves. Grammar should be taught implicitly, and students should be encouraged to generate original utterances instead of manipulating prefabricated forms. This form of this form of computer-based instruction corresponded to cognitive theories which recognized that learning was a creative process of discovery, expression, and development. The mainframe was replaced by personal computers that allowed greater possibilities for individual work. Popular call software in this era included text reconstruction programmers and simulation. The last stage of computer-assisted language learning is integrative call. Teachers have moved away from a cognitive view of communicative language teaching to a socio-cognitive view that emphasizes real language use in a meaningful, authentic context. Integrative call seeks both to integrate in the various skills of language learning. It's listening, speaking, writing, and reading, and to integrate technology more fully into language teaching. To this end, the multimedia network computer provides a range of informational, communicative, and publishing tools that are potentially available to every student from the very start. Teachers have realized that computers have enormous potential. Studies have consistently shown that students have positive attitudes about computer technology being used in the classroom and that such technology does have a positive impact. Alright, the next is the reason for using code. The first one is experiential learning. The World Wide Web makes it possible for students to tackle a huge amount of human experience. In such a way, they can learn by doing things themselves. They become the creators, not just the receivers of knowledge. Users develop thinking skills and choose what to explore. The second one is motivation. Student motivation is increased, especially whenever a variety of activities are offered, which make them feel more independent. The third one, enhance student achievement. Network-based instruction can help pupils strengthen their linguistic skills by positively affecting their learning attitude and by helping them build self-instruction strategies and promote their self-confidence. Number four, authentic materials for study. All students can use various resources of authentic reading materials either at school or from their home. Those materials can be accessed 24 hours a day. Number five, interaction. Greater interaction. Random access to web pages breaks the linear flow of instruction. By just sending email and joining news group, EFL students can communicate with people they have never met. They can also interact with their own classmates. Furthermore, some internet activities give students positive and negative feedback by automatically correcting their online exercise. Number six, individualization. Shy or inhibited students can be greatly benefited by individualized, student-centered collaborative learning. High flyers can also realize their full potential without preventing their peers from working at their own pace. Number seven, independence from a single source of information. Although students can still use their books, they are given the chance to escape from canned knowledge and discover thousands of information sources. As a result, their education fulfills the need for interdisciplinary learning in a multicultural world. And then the last one is global understanding. A foreign language is studied in a cultural context. In a world where the use of the internet becomes more and more widespread, an English language teacher's duty is to facilitate students access to the web and make them feel citizens of a global classroom, practicing communication on a global level. All right, so the next is the barriers inhibiting the practice of all. There are four of them. So the first one is financial barriers. They include the cost of hardware, software, maintenance, and extend to some staff development. Computer assisted learning costs the same as conventional instruction but ends up with producing higher achievement in the same amount of instructional time. It results in students achieving the same level but in less time. The second one is availability of computer hardware and software. It is the most pressing challenge in applying the new technologies in education. There are few educators that are skilled in designing it because software development is costly and time consuming. Computer hardware and software capability goes on to be a significant problem. Choosing hardware is difficult because of the many choices of system to be used in delivering education, the delivery of equipment, and the rapid changes in technology. The third one is technical and theoretical knowledge. Not only there is a shortage of knowledge about developing software to promote learning, but many instructors do not understand how to use the new technologies. Furthermore, little is known about integrating these new means of learning into an overall plan. Improper use of technologies can affect both the teacher and learner negatively. And then the last one is acceptance of the technology. Wrong conceptions about the use of technology limit innovation and threaten teachers' job and security. Instructors tend not to use technologies that require substantially more preparation time, and it is tough to provide instructors and learners access to technologies that are easy to use. The World Wide Web makes it possible for students to tackle a huge amount of human experience in such a way they can learn by doing things themselves. They become the creators, not just the receivers of knowledge. Users develop thinking skills and choose what to explore. Alright, the next is consideration the potential benefits of electronic materials. There are four of them. The first one is facilitating reading by making hidden information available. By providing on-the-spot help, by supporting comprehension with graphics, video, and sound, and facilitating writing through modeling the genre, demonstrating the process, facilitating brainstorming and research, helping to draft and providing the potential for conferencing, editing, and revision. The second one, organizational advantages such as easy access, convenient storage and retrieval, easy sharing and recycling, and cost efficiency. Pedagogical advantages such as authenticity, interaction, and situated learning. Learner advantages such as instant feedback, choice of route and sequence, monitoring of progress, control, and empowerment. Number three, localized adaptation of materials, free source of a variety of authentic text, out-of-class opportunities for spoken interaction between learners, development of digital literacy through comparing and evaluating sources of similar information, choice of routes and activities when using teacher block materials. And then the last one is collaborative problem solving activities inside and outside the classroom. Interaction in simulated environments such as Second Life. Modeling and feedback for pronunciation practice. Resources for intensive and extensive listening and viewing at the learner's convenience. Opportunities for integrated learning environment. Alright, I think that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching and also listening. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a great day.